Hello friends, in this video you will learn about editing tools. Before watching this video, I will recommend you to watch Creo Parametric Sketch Part 1. In the previous video of Creo Parametric Sketch Part 1, you have learned about the sketching tools. Sketching tools are used to place the geometry, and editing tools are used to edit those geometry. We will learn today editing tools. First of all, I will sketch any entity. This is the dimension of the horizontal line. This is the dimension of the vertical line. You can on and off the display of this dimension from this icon. Now first tool is modify. First select the dimension, then click on modify. You will be able to see that one dialog box is prompted with certain options. This is the scale from which you can change the dimension. You can drag this by using the mouse. Hold the left button and drag the mouse. This is the sensitivity scale. Now what does this mean? When you decrease the sensitivity level, you will be able to see that there are very minute changes in the dimension values. If you increase the sensitivity, the dimension changes are measured. It is recommended to kept in between. Regenerate option is enabled. What this option is, you are able to see the changes on the screen. When you keep this off, only the value changes, no visual effects are seen. Visual effects are only seen after you click on OK. Similarly, again, select dimension, click on modify. Now if you want to change both this dimension at a time, then you will select the other dimension too, and you can also change the dimension of this value. Now you can see that when I'm changing one dimension, the other dimension remains unchanged. If you want to keep this aspect ratio as it is, you have to lock the scale, and then if you change any dimension, the other dimension is automatically changed, maintaining the proportion. In this way you can modify the entity. The next option is delete segment. It is used to delete the segments. Now this rectangle consists of 4 segments. If you want to delete any one of the segments, select this option and click on the entity. I will sketch other entities. I want to create circle. Now in this sketch I want to delete these highlighted entities. So I will select delete segment. I will click on those entities which I want to delete, and then to escape the command, scroll button. In the previous video I have explained you, for to exit any command you have to use scroll button. With the help of scroll, by scrolling in and out, you can do zoom in and zoom out. By holding the scroll button and dragging the mouse, you can pan the screen, and from this option you can refit the screen. The next option is of corner. Now this is used to trim the corners. Now how this option is used: if I am creating one line randomly, now I want to trim these two sides of the line, so I will select this option corner. I will click on the side which I want to keep. First this side, second this side. The other two sides are trimmed. Similarly, you want to keep this side and this side. In this way you can trim the corners. Now next option is of mirror. Before doing mirror, you need to place one center line. You can select this center line option and place one center line. I have placed one vertical center line and other horizontal center line. select the entity. Say for example I want to select both these entities, so I will select these two entities by dragging the mouse from the left top corner, and then you can see that the mirror option is highlighted. Click on the mirror and select the center line from which you want to mirror. Again I want these four entities to be mirrored from this center line, so I will select these four entities, then select the option mirror, then click on the line. Temporarily we will display off this dimension and constraint so that you will be able to see the sketch more clearly. Now select the screen and press delete. The other option is of divide. Divide option used to divide entities into several parts. Say for example I have created this line. Now this line is a whole single entity. When you are placing a cursor on the line, the whole line is selected. If you want to divide this line into two parts, click on the option divide and select the point from where you want this two line to be separated. Now you can see that in two different segments this line has been created. Similarly you can divide circle. Place circle, select the option divide and select the points from where you want to divide this circle. You can place multiple points on a circle. Now you can see that the circle is divided into 5 different segments. If you want to delete any one of the segments, select the option delete segment and select the segment which you want to delete. Now next command is rotate and resize. First of all I will select the screen and I will delete this object. I will create one rectangle. Now I want to change the dimension of this object. So I will double click on this and I will enter the value. This rectangle is of 20 length and 10 height. Now I want to change the scale of this rectangle. I will first select the rectangle, then I will click on rotate and resize. With the help of rotate and resize, you are able to rotate this entity or you are able to scale this entity. With the help of this option you can give the angle of rotation and from here the scale of the entity. Now this is the base point. If you want to change this base point from center to any corner, click on this and select the point where you want to place the base point. Now your base point is transferred from this center to this center. Now you want to scale this rectangle with reference to this point, so you will enter the scale value. Now you can see that the rectangle is scaled from this point, and then you can click on OK. Again, if you want to rotate this rectangle, select the rectangle, click on rotate and resize. Again the base point is at the center. If you want to rotate the rectangle from the center, so let the base point be at the center only and enter the value of rotation. Say for example I want to rotate the rectangle at 30 degree, so I will enter the value 30 degree. Now you can see that from the base point the rectangle is rotated at an angle of 30 degree, and then click OK. In this way you can change the scale and you can rotate any entity. This lecture was about editing tools. In the next lecture you will learn about the constraint tools. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos please subscribe my channel.